Layout can also create fixed shapes such as rectangles. So let's take a look at some of those. You can find the rectangles here, and if you notice, we have about four different types. Let's just start with the basic rectangle. So if I select that, I can basically just left click and drag and create whatever size rectangle I want. Now, one of the nice things about layout is that it's very similar to SketchUp in that if I create one rectangle, all I have to do is double click and it will duplicate that same rectangle. So if I wanted to create a couple of rectangles here, I could very easily. Now, another nice feature with layout is that it can actually round the corners of rectangles automatically just by hitting the up and down arrow. So all I have to do is just left click and drag, create a rectangle here. And then if I hit the up or down arrow, right now I'm hitting the up arrow. The up arrow rounds the corners of the rectangle. The down arrow squares it off. So basically, I can dial in whatever type of arc I want. Now, again, if I double click, I can recreate that exact same rectangle. Now, one of the other nice things about layout is that you can type in measurements. Down here, we have the measurements as we draw it out, or we can type them in. So, for example, if I wanted this rectangle here to be, say, 50 by 70, all I have to do is type in 50, comma, 70, and hit enter, and it'll go ahead and make that rectangle. And if I want to duplicate that, I could just double click again and it'll make another 50 by 70 rectangle. So now that we understand some of the basics, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these other rectangles that we have. Now we have a rounded corner rectangle here, and we can just click and drag that out. And you can see that it just automatically gives you a rounded corner. And if we want, we can use the up or down arrows, as I'm doing right now, to further round or square those off. But that's nice to have that preset. We also have two more custom ones. One is called a lozenge, and this is basically this type of rectangle. It's basically almost like a pill shape. So you can certainly use that for info boxes or whatever. And then we have the opposite of that, which is bulged, which basically has more of a bulge. This one basically creates the arc's tangent. This one has the arcs kind of at an angle. So those are some of the basic rectangles that we can use in layout. And let's go ahead and take a look at some more stuff.